What's going on, everyone? Welcome to Robinson Motorsports. As you see, Project Frankenripper is not on the stand. I'm still waiting for parts for this KLR here. In the meantime, I'm going to be rebuilding my PWK 38. There's a couple things that you need to get other than just your normal run-of-the-mill carburetor rebuild kit. This is an all-balls kit. I basically use these just for the float bowl gasket, the screws, and possibly the jets. I usually end up changing jetting anyways, so the jets that come in there just go in my stockpile. The biggest thing that you probably need to do if you're troubleshooting any type of carburetor, or cleaning it rather, would be just an O-ring for the throttle position sensor body here and a mid-body gasket. This one came from Morgan at Highland Cycles. Dude, I thank you so much for this, because I checked JD's website, and this is actually where it came from, JD Jetting. They didn't have any, and I just kind of reached out to you because I watched your channel, and you happen to have one, so I got one of your hats and one of these gaskets. So thank you very much for that, dude. It's super important, because they go bad, they get pinched, whatever. This one, it's kind of a spoiler. I've already had it apart. I haven't really cleaned it yet. You don't need that many tools. You need a JIS, Japanese Industrial Standard Phillips head screwdriver. A A T20, but it's got to be a security bit for the throttle position sensor body, not the sensor itself. That is adjustable. You just want to remove the body, and there's an O-ring like this behind it. In my case, it was broken. I'll show you a picture of it right here. First thing you're going to want to do is count the number of turns on your air screw here. Air screw, fuel screw, whatever you want to call it. I guess this, since the air filter is over here, is going to be the air screw. Fuel screw after it hits the bowl. I don't know. Big old, huge discussion on that. Count these, so then you end up putting it back to where it was. In my case, I'm going to be doing different settings, or settings that I have written down, so I really don't care what these are. So we're going to take this out. Make sure you get the spring. There's a washer and an O-ring in there. I got a piece of 32 thousandths lock wire here. I just bent a little hook in the end of it. There you go, you can see it. And we're just going to go in there and fish out this washer, I think. Is there one in there? Maybe not. No, it don't look like it. Okay, never mind. That may be an issue. Idle screw you can leave there, it's no big deal, who cares. We're going to take the fuel shutoff out of it, just because we're going to be putting this in my ultrasonic cleaner. These are already broken free. Like I said, I've already had this apart. You do not want to take this one off. That one's the easy one to get to. These are the ones you want to take off. This is kind of tricky to get out. See, there's a bunch of dirt in there. I'll take the choke out. Take this gasket off. Alright, now comes the fun part. Float needle. Pilot jet. Then take your T20 security again. You're going to want to take these guys off. Then this whole jet block here. pops off, and then there's your jet block gasket. You can see it's kind of a little roached, flattened out. You're going to want to make sure this orifice right here is open. These obviously are open, but small parts bin. Yeah, why not? The jet in there, put that in there. Ow, that's hot. Ow, that's hot. Alright, well, once again, all of these parts here are soaked in simple green, so they need to be rinsed off with some shop salt. Alright, so I have my jetting all kind of picked out here. The main's going to be a 168. The pilot will be a 42. I'm going to a number 8 slide with a NECJ needle, the Suzuki needle, and it's going to be in the 3rd clip position. We're going to just try that for, I'm at maybe 800 feet, just under 1,000. So first thing we're going to want to do is that jet block gasket. I'm actually going to use a little bit of Loctite on them, a little bit of blue, not much. I'm just using a little cut off stubby ratchet here. I'm not really going to torque them down too much. Put our main jet in. Needle and float. Make sure the needle's wrapped around that. Get it where it's kind of happy. Take some grease and I put it like in the corners where I want it to stay down. That on there. Then we're going to look to see where we need to put these special little hose holders. This O-ring's going to be a pain in the dick. Alright, I think I got it in there. I had to stretch it and kind of work it and hope that it fit. But you can see there's a gap right here, kind of. And it's about the same gap that it is down in there. You can just see air, just see light through it. But I think it's on there. It looks like it's... That gap is definitely not as thick as the O-ring. So I don't think we smushed the O-ring in there at all. So I think I'm just going to ship it and hope for the best. Just put this cap on there. I still have to put this throttle cable in. So there you have it. It is one clean, rebuilt, rejetted carburetor. There you have it. Rebuilt carb ready to go on Project Frankenripper. I still have to do the air box. It's actually sitting over here. Still got to put that boot on. It's actually off of my 125, that air boot. So once I get the air box mounted up and the carb mounted in there, I'll know if that boot's going to work or how much of a gap that I need to fill. I think it's about a 1/2 of an inch, if I remember correctly. So next episode, I'll probably be putting that together and then going from there. So thanks for watching. Hit that subscribe button, and I will see you on the next one.